Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and welcome to a very special KC invoking episode. Now, as a lot of you know, as well as doing the unboxing videos and such, we also have our card games and various other things, of which we have KC championships and KC titles, and we also have a figure collection, which has not yet been moved into the shop, Kerd and Cosplay, but it will be moved in very, very shortly. And we do have a line of KC figures. We of course have the Big Bus Man, who is currently, or was, the Big Bus King. We have the Edge Marquis, who is of course the very edgy boy, the Absol. We have the Situation, which is the ginormous Alex from Street Fighter 3. And we currently have myself, the big old Grand Cat, which I have my lovely little fire accessory, who is at this, well, at the point of recording, the last time it was updated, WKC champion and tag team champion. And today we are going to add a brand new 5th figure to the array of the collection of KC figurines. And we're also going to update them with all of their correct titles. So today, we are going to create the brand new Baron figure, which we are going to do by, well, Baron is also one half of the tag team champions, so this accessory will be used a little bit later on. And we're going to try and create Baron using the figures of the Hood and the Red Guardian. So, a lot of these figures look relatively like what they do in real life. Situation does not look anything like Alex, I will say. My figure looks a bit like me, and Big Boss Man actually does look like Big Boss Man, which is a hilarious coincidence. So we're going to use the body of Marvel's the Hood, and we're going to use the head of Red Guardian to create ourselves the Baron, and hopefully that will work out nicely for us. And that is the idea, at least. I just realised that without the Hood figure does not stand particularly well. We did notice when we were doing the unboxing video with him that the ankles were a little bit in refusal. And I believe that is still the case. It's almost as if the ankles overly go backwards, which is a mildly annoying thing. It's not the best way of standing, but I think actually the Red Guardian's body looks a little bit better. So we're going to literally just take off the head of Red Guardian. All of the Marvel Legends figures. We're just going to remove the Red Guardian shield. This is the laziest kit bashing video in the world. All of the Marvel Legends figures all have a head on a ball joint. So it is a universal thing so that you can, there we go, swap out heads nice and easily. I believe you can also swap out the hands as well, and they should all be universally distinct from one another. So we're going to take the head of Parker here, and then by attaching Red Guardian's head, then we have ourselves a fantastic Baron figure. This is very similar to what Baron looks like in real life. Doesn't normally wear green pants, but the rest of it is fairly okay, fairly acceptable, I would say. It almost looks like we have a street version of Red Guardian as well here. So let me just try and fix these legs just a little bit because they are a little bit in refusal. Ideally we do not want Baron falling over. So we're going to put him into a pose as well. I think I'm going to steal the guns for myself from the hood because I really like the magical bullets. And I think Baron is going to... Oh my goodness. Baron is going to receive my previous guns that I've been using. So my figure is the head of Arcane, Marvel's Arcane. And it is the body of the... It is the body of the Spider-Man Noir figure, the most recent one. So that is what I'm using. And Spider-Man Noir's hands also have, oh my goodness, have the same gun style as what the hood does. So by doing this and by doing that, this Baron figure actually looks awesome. It's very, very cool. And I am going to be using these. I've actually... You know what? I might have one firing gun on myself and Baron's hands. Give me just a second here. I'm just trying to get the finger into the trigger, which is... It was giving me a little bit of a fight there. There we go. The second hand was much, much easier. There we are. There is a big old Grand Cat. And we can now attach the KC Tag Team title to Baron as well, since he is rightfully the Tag Team Champion. I don't know whether to put it under the jacket or put it over the jacket, but I think over the jacket works just fine. So we want it to be as tight as possible. Like so. And there we have. If we move my figure over a little bit, we'll fix that in just a second. Put the Baron here. Try and get him to sort of lean a bit if we can. Oh my goodness, everything is falling apart here. Please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I am not sure how many people will be watching this video, if I am honest, outside of the players that go to KC. But let's extend these a little bit. Maybe if we put this leg forward a little bit more, then does that help us? Or does that make things worse? Oh my goodness. This the hood figure is giving me more problems than I bargained for. Also, if you want to know where this flame accessory came from, it came from the Omega God Regale from the Fatal Fury series of Strong Collectible figures. I thought it was a very, very cool accessory, so I stole it. You'll find that quite a bit. If I see something that I enjoy, I'll be like, oh, you know what, that would go very lovely for a Grand Cat figure. Oh my goodness. Okay, right, so maybe the problem is not having the legs separated. Maybe it is just the legs themselves. So, how do I... You know what? See, if I were to do this and turn the legs, does that help any? Does it? Oh my goodness, this is a nightmare to work with. Oh, there we go. There. Sort of. It isn't perfect. Not by any means. If we rotate the head up a bit, and if we maybe straighten this arm out, then we might be getting somewhere. There. That looks kind of cool. Now, if we just straighten up this gun, because I am a perfectionist when it comes to even these minor of things. There we are. Baron is much more the weapons expert than what I am, to say the least. That is very, very cool to see, with the edge marquee. The next one we're going to try and get is we're going to try and make a humanized version of the edge marquee rather than the Absol here. And I also want to get a big dog figure. That is my next task to go for. And I have an idea for what I want to go for that. I'm thinking possibly NECA Dreadmon. If you want to look up who Dreadmon is, I think that would be a perfect representation for the big dog. But now we have some updates to do. I know we're already at 11 minutes. Once again, I do not know how many of you will be watching these videos, but this video in particular. But in terms of the KC Championships at Night of Champions, myself and the Baron, the Mega Cats, defended our tag team titles. So these stay where they are. And myself, the Grand Cat, dethroned the Big Boss King to turn him back into the Big Boss Man. And for a very brief period, I was not only the tag team champion, but also the WKC champion and the King of the Kerd champion. So I had actually got the entire... Hang on a second, let me just put Big Boss Man into a cool pose. So I had actually managed to obtain all 3 major championships at a singular time. So let's try putting... Now we need to try and put the cape on. So this is going to be rather ridiculous, I imagine. Rather very ridiculous. Just bear with me a second here, folks, while I try to attach this. It is not a particularly easy task. This is my own fault for winning so many of my own KC championships. But however, it did not last. Just taking a little bit of time here to fix that up. It doesn't look perfect, but it is absolutely not perfect. None of that was perfect. Back to square one. And no, I'm not editing this footage. I'm not going to edit that out. I'm going to leave all the bloopers in. And I'm going to leave it to look just as ridiculous as it is. Because I want you guys to know just how ridiculous it is to set up something as nonsense and ridiculous as what this is. I think the titles on the shoulders are causing a lot of the issues here. We need to get the crown back, and trying to put the crown on while he's wearing the cape is the difficult part here. And now all we need to do is get the Grand Cat to stand and not fall forward. Oh, there we go. We finally have the image of his Grand Cat with all of the championships, the King of the Kerds, the WKC Championship, and the tag team titles. But of course, on KC Night of Champions, every title must be defended, and indeed the WKC Championship was defended, and the Edge Marquee did manage to dethrone me even before I had a full singular day of the Reign of Terror. So I did manage to get all 3 of them, which was the goal that I managed to accomplish, but I only held it for... I held it for a singular, one-piece tournament, and then the WKC Championship. The main title, the big one, was taken away from me And now the WKC champion is, of course, the Edge Marquee. So now it is time to equip the Edge Marquee with... So, should he wear it like this? Or should he wear it... I think like that is actually better. I was just going to equip it around the waist, but if we can get this to fit, I think that would be slightly cooler. Almost wearing it like a collar. Which is ridiculous. Okay, I don't think we'd want it too far up. Hang on. If I do this here... Right. If we do this like this, then can we sort of rotate this down so that it isn't just going to cover his head? Oh, it just came away in the top bit there. I'm going to try and get that back in. And there we go. There is your WKC World Kerd Champion, the Edge Marquee. And particularly this is one of the major reasons that we're going to try and make a humanised figure of the Edge Marquee as well. Of course, we have plenty of other people that we need to try and get KC figures of. Of course, our main KC players. We have Knight, Skutex, that both need ones. We also need Big Dog and a humanised Edge Marquee. And then that will be the main 8 from the store. Of course, there's many other players that come into the store, but those are the big ones, to say the least. So, at least myself and Baron are still the WKC Tag Team Champions, and I myself am the King of the Kerds, which I am going to need to edit that and make it look a little bit less ridiculous on myself. But that is going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed this nonsense. If you did enjoy nonsense like this, please do let me know in the comment section below whether to do more of this or less of this in future. If you're like, hey, stop wasting your YouTube channel with crap like this, do that on your own time, and just show us unboxing videos, let me know that in the comment section below. Or if you love seeing, the KC family of figurines, let me know that as well. If you love seeing an Absol wearing a WWE United Kingdom Championship, and pretending to be the Edge Marquee, winning the WKC Championship, then let me know that as well. But that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go out. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.